Yeah, like it was quite predictable though. Like a really good episode, really good episode, but yeah, definitely predictable. I kind of saw, and I say that last week, I said this week, I was like, his brother's gonna be a dark horse. Like, yeah, clearly he was a dark horse. Pretty much almost not exactly what I picked, but almost everything. Like he was gonna come in and kind of just beat all the guys alone. Right? Yeah, he's carrying him up the court with him as well. That makes sense. So yeah, very predictable in that sense. Like you could just assume it's gonna happen, but still really good. And also, of course, everyone else in the race is just useless. That's a little problem in this anime and manga, whatever. But in generally any anime manga, the sense is like, yeah, okay, we have like 20 racers. These can have names. So the rest are like, yeah, the unnamed characters are never gonna win, right? Which is a little sad. I would like to see if the other characters they kind of join this group. Some of them are like, oh yeah, I want to be the best bicycle guy because these guys are the best in the country. They also would be good at it, right? So it's kind of sad that you see there are like 10 or so guys that are, I guess that we have to assume that they're just random guys that want to join the famous bicycle club. And he's happy to go to that school. You have to guess, right? Because those two guys, of course, are from already previous top team, right? So they are going to the school particularly to win, to be the best inter-high team. Whatever guys are, whatever. And it's kind of like common from any sport anime you see, like Kuroko no Basket, for example, you see like, hey, this guy have like this named, like that guy is good because he has a name, and the other guys in his team is like whatever. Yeah, like we haven't mentioned those guys' names. So maybe it's like, yeah, this is the primary guy, and then they have their like support, kind of. He has some story and a name, and the other three guys in the team are like whatever, like they just shoot the ball, like they don't touch the ball, like yeah, that's very typical in sport anime. So this is very obvious that obviously the other characters that don't have a name, they're not gonna win. They're not gonna do anything. They're just gonna be there. And it's like, oh yeah, they're ready. We're ready to pass everyone except those three guys. It's very obvious, of course. But also because of that, it was kind of predictable in the sense that they passed everyone except Sugimoto and the freshman, right? The two good freshmen, so to speak. And that actually made it even more obvious that his brother actually was gonna, of course, come as the last guy from behind, right? Because he's the kind of guy, we know he's very talented, we know he's huge as well, he's really big and strong and so on, and we know he's motivated, but they passed him without even mentioning it. That made me think, well, he's definitely gonna come. That's what the prediction was coming true, I think, because if they had passed him and said like, those guys are weak, and like, oh yeah, there's Sadako, like the Sadimoto? Was it there? Sugimoto's? Oh, whatever the name is, yeah, something Sadiko, right there. Like that's Sugimoto's brother. He's the brother, yeah, he's weak as well. We just passed him, like he couldn't handle it. Like that wouldn't make it. Then I'd be like, okay, then I'd be much more surprised if he actually would, of course, get to the race, right, and actually be able to race. But now they mention him, just passed him, even if he's a named character beforehand, right? So that made it even more, I'll say, predicting that okay, he's gonna come and help out, right? Because obviously he's a very good racer, and it's not being mentioned yet. But yeah, even it was predictable. A very good episode. Probably my favorite episode this season. I would say so. Yeah, I'll say so. I actually kind of like the whole backstory episode of the Hakone and other guys, but probably my favorite so far. Who will win and who I predicted to win? I still think that they're gonna. It's a little tricky there because they're like, yeah, they reach the summit now, and they're gonna go down, so they don't have to go downhill, and that's the question how good they are then at that. Because they're both probably less experienced and so on. It's like really using the favored environment. Like it's easy. I would say it's easy to climb. I haven't ever done it competitively. My father actually did some bicycling competitively, very like 30 years back. So, but I would say that from my experience and just doing a little, like it's easier to climb if you're a better climber. Like, and I mean that's like if you're really just like, oh, I'm really motivated, I'm just gonna climb faster than them. You can burn yourself out to get to the max of the mountain, but it's harder to be like. I think it takes more skill. It's more skill based, like talent based, when you go downhill. I would say, because then it's more like control that and get most of that. Because raw strength isn't as needed, right? Of course, it's not bad good to have, but like, I don't feel it's that. Might be completely wrong though, but I think that it's easier for his brother, which is very talented, but mainly has a lot of raw strength right now, right? A lot of like unused potential. For him, it's probably easier to carry up, right? And carry his brother to the top, right? And after that, it's gonna be a little harder for them to actually utilize the downhill, I think. With the other two guys are very, very experienced, and it's a kind of speed team, so they're probably very good. Just, okay, now we can maximize our speed, you know, get the angles perfectly and so on. They get more for an experience, more for a skill, talent, and slash experience then. Where they can lose on a climb, like a straight up climb, because it's more like they have, of course, they have skill in that. But I think that, I say again, then especially his younger brother, is more like, okay, I just want to win this hill, right? So it's more willpower based, I feel. Probably. I think it was wrong though. So they might still lose there, but I don't think they will, especially since when they said that they both could join the team, right? When they said they both join the team, that sounded very much like, okay, they cannot win now, like they cannot win. Because then we have to pick out someone. Obviously, they don't gonna pick out Unadua, Izumi-kun, or Naruto. Like, none of those three characters are gonna be put as a team, obviously not. And Tashima, the captain, he's likely still in Aogi, his friend that never speaks. I would guess he would be the one to put out then. But I have a hard time seeing that, right? Because they have their team up and tandem styles and so on. So they're like, yeah, like who would they pick out then? Hydra the cat, probably only Aogi, yeah, like the silent guy. He's probably the only guy they could remove. Because obviously we have the main character, and then his two like best friends, and they're like a secondary main character, right, with their own stories and their own background and so on. So it would make no sense in one of those three. That leaves the captain, which you can't remove the captain. So then we only have Aogi the silent guy. So it's like, okay, that would be the only guy they would remove then. He's he's a speedster now, but yeah, I guess. But it feels like, yeah. So from that alone, I would say that they definitely gonna win. To make it weird. But I think though that Sugimoto probably might win though. And what it's gonna be like, he probably will win, but it'll be like, yeah, let's give it to his brother. His brother's much better. Yeah, that's what I could see, definitely. Like, he's gonna win, so he's happy because he's won. But I still say, well, you know, you're good. We see you're good now, but your brother's actually the one that carried you, so let's pick him instead. And he's gonna be like proud of his brother. You saw that. It's like in this episode, he's like, oh, he used to be so afraid of everything. He doesn't follow me, but now he's like in front of me and actually, you know, carrying me. It's so good. He's getting his confidence. He's probably gonna be like happy in a way that, like, okay, let's let my brother do it because I want him to, be happy that, like, I want him to try something to be best at, like something like that. Not who's following me. So yeah, so I think that he's probably gonna actually be happy in a way that his brother can do it. So yeah, that's what I predict, that Sugimoto will win though. But then we say your brother is the one to carry you, and he'll be like, okay, that's fine. So that's probably what will happen. I think in the next probably 2 episodes so far. But yeah, definitely I think so. Like, he's gonna win, so he can be happy that he won a race once in their life. Yeah, like, he's gonna be happy that he won a race for once, but he's not gonna be actually be in the team because his brother's gonna be in the team instead, and then he's gonna be happy about that in a one way. Then, so I think that's actually kind of obvious. So let's see if I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. I think it's actually kind of the reasonable prediction you should have. So yeah, see you guys next week. I think maybe we will find out next week if he's gonna be or not. There's sometimes they're very, very slow on the episode, right? Hopefully they're gonna be higher paced though. So hopefully next week we can figure it out. So be sure to subscribe and see next week if they actually finish the race. It might be 2 episodes, 2 episodes. I could see it being 2 episodes. I said that last week, it was at least gonna be 2 episodes with the race, right? And yeah, I was correct because it was only halfway through right now. So yeah. See you guys next week. Have a good day.